Hey there, what's going on? It's Mr. Jim. Guess what we're doing today? We're learning how to play chopsticks, and not the chopsticks that you use to eat food with, though those are awesome as well. But Chopsticks is a great song. If you're a piano player, if you're learning piano, you want to call yourself a pianist, you most certainly are learning this song at some point in your musical journey on the piano. So we're going to have it here. We're going to be practicing this in two different ways. We're going to practice with one finger with each hand, so two fingers, but one in each hand to get used to playing with two hands at the same time, which is a great skill for that. And we're going to do it with one hand after that and practice stretching our hands. So we could use it in two different ways. Learning how to play using two hands and multiple notes at the same time. And then also how to stretch our hand out a little bit to play certain parts, because most certainly we'll do that using one hand and stretching it out. So we're going to play it in two different ways. So here are the notes again. Anytime you see something in parentheses, that just means we play it at the same time. And the whole song repeats itself until we get to this part right here. Then it stops the second time through and goes back up to the top again. Very repetitive song. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it's a great way to practice different skills using your fingers and using both hands and then using just one hand. So all is good. We're going to put this back up at the end of the video, so feel free to take a screenshot of it. Here, you can take a screenshot right now. Click. All right, so we're going to use two hands. We're going to play G and F at the same time. So ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go to G and E at the same time 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go to B and D at the same time and play that 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to go to E and A once, B and D once again, and then 2 C notes, a low C and a high C, and I'm not talking about the juice drink, just an octave away from each other. And then we're going to go back in and play that same thing again, and then B and D at the same time, which you've already played, and then E and A at the same time. And then that's what brings us back to G and F and repeating it again. So here we go. G and F is played 8 times at the same time, right? G and E is played 8 times at the same time. Then you play B and D at the same time 6 times, E and A once, B and D once, C and C once, and then C and C again, another section, B and D and E and A. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it. G and F. 1, 2, 3. G and E, B and D, E and A, B and D, C and C, and then C and C, B and D, E and A again. And it repeats itself, which is a lot of fun. So see what we did there? We sort of were thinking about what notes we were going to go to next, but we're still playing the current notes that we're playing in a section, right? And it's G and E, B and D, E and A, B and D, C and C, and then C and C, E and A, B and D. Then it repeats. So it's good to be able to think about what you're going to play next before you play it while you're still currently playing another multiple notes. The same thing could happen with any instrument. You have to think about where you're going to transition next, and then it just becomes muscle memory for your fingers and your brain. Good stuff. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing in case you need a refresher for the notes. Here are the notes. But we're going to do it with one hand now instead of two hands. So there we worked on just pretty much our pointer fingers. Here we're going to work on using just one hand instead of two hands, and we're going to use it as a stretching activity. So we're going to take these two fingers pretty much, and we're going to use these two fingers a lot, like our quotation mark fingers, pointer and middle. And then we're going to work our way pretty much to playing from our thumb to our pinky maybe, because you got to pretty much use those fingers to get to C and C to really stretch it out. So here we go. Here it is again. Take another screenshot if you want. Click. All right, nice. So here we go. Use just one finger. G and F, or no, not one finger, one hand, my mistake. G and F, G and E, B and D, E and A, B and D, C and C, C and C again, B and D, and then E and A, back to G and F. Then I use my thumb and middle finger here, and I use my thumb and ring finger here, then I use my thumb and ring finger, and then thumb and pinky. And then it goes thumb and pinky, thumb and ring, and now to pointer and middle. I don't care how fast you do it. I just want to make sure you get the right notes and you have fun with it. You can always work on speed later on. All right, so here we go. Chopsticks again. Just so you have it, simple way to do it. You could use 2 hands and 1 finger from each hand, getting used to the idea of playing in using multiple hands at the same time, multiple notes, and also just using 1 hand and using it as a stretching activity and then coming back again, which is really nice. Good stuff. Great song, simple, a lot of fun. Have some fun with it, and it's a good way to explore the piano too and just practice some new skills. So feel free to take a screenshot of this. Click. And we'll see you next time for who knows what. You never know what to expect. Always trying to put something new and fun out there for you music-wise. And now on the piano. Bye-bye.